Nigeria has an estimated population of 200 million people. With about 24,000 doctors, the doctor-patient ratio is way below the recommended World Health Organization value of 1 to 600. Strikes have been a recurring decimal in the health sector, with workers kicking against the poor state of infrastructure and what they consider inadequate remuneration, leading to brain drain. According to the Nigerian Medical Association, between 2016 and 2018, 9,000 doctors left Nigeria's shores. It got so bad that a member of the House of Representatives, Ganiyu Johnson, put forth a motion in 2023 that doctors should serve a compulsory 5-year term before leaving the country for greener pastures. The resurgence of Mpox in 2017 has been the largest in the country's history. Scientists put this down to the waning effect of smallpox vaccines, which hitherto acted as a cover against Mpox. If Ebola took Nigeria unawares, COVID-19 took the world by storm, and the Nigerian government appeared shocked that it was unprepared in equipment and manpower to tackle the scourge. Nevertheless, the government rose to the occasion, starting from Lagos by opening isolation centers and setting up mask and hand-washing protocols. When the spread started assuming alarming proportions, Lagos, Ogun, and Abuja were locked down for several months. Most residents, however, did not abide by the COVID-19 protocols of physical distance, hand-washing, and mask wearing. On March 2, 2021, Nigeria took delivery of 3.94 million doses of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine via the COVAX facility, a global risk-sharing mechanism for pooled procurement. Several vaccine deliveries were made subsequently, but much of the population remains unvaccinated. WHO declared COVID-19 no longer represents a global health emergency on May 5, 2023. But not before millions of lives were lost to the disease, over 3,000 of them in Nigeria, among whom were scores of medical personnel. Nigeria continued to tackle other endemic ailments like measles, meningitis, and Lassa fever.
Of course, with COVID, all of the issues at that time, health lockdown, movement restrictions, people were afraid of going to hospital. You couldn't convince any parents to take their child to a hospital because that is where you are more likely to get COVID and the like. So there were disruptions to immunization, both routine and planned campaigns.
On a happy note, the country received polio-free certification from the World Health Organization in 2020, the last African country to achieve this feat after going 3 years without recording a case of the wild polio virus. A chronicle of events in the health sector cannot be complete without mentioning the gains against malaria in the form of 2 vaccines. RTSS was endorsed by the World Health Organization in October 2021 and praised for its effectiveness against malaria at 30%. R21, the second vaccine, was approved by Ghana and Nigeria in 2023 and is purported to be over 70% effective, though trials are not over.
The R21 malaria vaccine dossier complied substantially with best international standards, with which the dossier was benchmarked, as mentioned above. It was also adjudged that the vaccine's known potential benefits outweigh the risks, thereby supporting the manufacturer's recommended use.
Private sector initiatives in Parkinson's disease, cancer, and sickle cell anemia were also undertaken to provide much-needed diversity and availability to often neglected conditions.
Part of the work of the Adeomide Salu Parkinson's Foundation is to shorten the journey to diagnosis of fellow travelers on this road. So we're just creating awareness about the symptoms of this disease, and we all owe it to one another to watch out for these things.
Resident doctors embarked on a strike in May 2023, but it was just the latest of many strikes embarked upon by various categories of health workers in the last 8 years over various issues ranging from work environment to remuneration and even security matters, as well as failure to honor past agreements. The ideal of 15% of the nation's budget being allocated to health has not been achieved yet, leaving the sector in want of funds to improve on infrastructure and research, among others. Stakeholders will be expecting that the incoming governments at federal and state levels will quickly identify and implement a roadmap based on synergy, increased commitment, and focus to tackle the various challenges facing the health sector in Nigeria today. Mary Alale Yusuf, Channels Television News.